Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be breaking down the NHL DFS slate for Monday, April 24th. We got ourselves another 4-game slate here tonight where I'm going to go through a couple of my favorite line stacks, some of my favorite individual plays, and some of my favorite value plays, and then we'll wrap up today's video talking a little prize picks. With that being said, let's dive into my spreadsheet here. And we're going to kick things off here like we always do in the top left-hand corner with those highest implied game totals, where you can see this game between the Maple Leafs and Lightning is coming in at 6.5 goals. The other 3 games all coming in at 6 goals even. And then take a look down here at the Vegas odds, where you can see the Avalanche, Rangers, and Golden Knights are all favored to win. And then we got this game between the Maple Leafs and Lightning coming in at a -110 push. And then here's a schedule update. For sure going to have an NHL DFS video up for you guys Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week, but we have ourselves just a 2-game slate on Wednesday, so likely not going to break that down, but I will, however, still be active in the Discord, talking about plays and prize picks. Again, if you want to join that, there's a link to do so in the description below. With that being said, let's dive into a couple of line stacks that I like here for tonight, starting with that first line for the New York Rangers. We got Zibanejad centering Kreider and Kane. I like what I've seen from this line so far in this series against the Devils. By far been the best line for New York. Through 3 games, they've combined for 6 goals, 6 assists, 12 points, and have scored at least once in every single game. And plus, I like how affordable this line stack is, especially considering how strongly correlated it is. All 3 of these guys play big minutes together 5-on-5, and all 3 play up on the #1 power play as well, which has scored at damn near a 27% rate so far in this series. And then another line stack that I like here tonight is that first line for the Colorado Avalanche. We got McKinnon centering Rodriguez and Lehkonen. I like the 2 cheap wing options we get here playing with Nathan McKinnon. Makes it very playable without using too much of your roster salary. And I like what I've seen from these 3 guys as well. In fact, if we look at every single line here from the playoffs, these guys rank 3rd overall out of 66 qualified lines in expected goals per 60 minutes. So the chances and opportunity have definitely been there for them, and they've combined for 3 goals, 6 assists, 9 points so far through 3 games in this series against the Kraken. And you'll see Mack and Lehkonen play up on the #1 power play tonight. Rodriguez plays down on the 2nd. Now, folks, before we dive into some of my favorite individual plays here, if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate that. And don't forget, we dropped episode 2 of Mulligan Masters here this weekend. If you could go show that video some love, like the video, leave a comment, and just watch through it, I would greatly appreciate that. As I mentioned last week throughout my videos, I really want to start building a brand here under the GriffDogg channel. This is one of the ways for me to do that. It's certainly more on the entertainment side of things, but still being sports related. The bigger and faster I can build this brand, the more content I can get out to you guys in the future. So again, if you could go like this video, leave a comment, and just watch through it, I truly would appreciate it. Alright, now diving into some of my favorite individual plays here. We're going to kick it off with the forwards. First guy I got there is Braden Point. And yes, he took a nasty spill in Game 3, but ended up coming back in that game, and I really just like what I've seen from him so far in this series. Big game for Tampa Bay here tonight, going down 3-1. I don't want to say they couldn't come back from that because they are playing the Toronto Maple Leafs, but Toronto's looked good in this series as well, and I really think the difference maker has been Ryan O'Reilly. We'll talk about him here in just a little bit, but I really like Braden Point's numbers. You can see here he's put up 2 goals, 1 assist so far in this series, but was playing really well prior to that. And he's just played really well at home all year long. Pulling open his home and away splits right now, you can see in 42 home games, he put up 32 goals, 27 assists, 59 points, damn near averaging 16.5 DraftKings points per game. We'll see him play on the first line tonight in #1 power play, and should just log big minutes in general. Now, one team that I foresee being in more of a must-win situation here tonight is the Winnipeg Jets. Being down 2-1 in this series against the Vegas Golden Knights. If they go down 3-1, then back to Vegas, this series is likely over. I really like what I've seen from Kyle Connor so far in this series. Back to shooting the puck at a very high rate. When he does that, he finds himself on the score sheet quite frequently. He's actually 3rd in the NHL through the playoffs right now in expected goals. That's led to 2 goals, 1 assist. But again, really like the way he's been shooting the puck. You can see there in 3 games, he put up 5, 8, and 8 shots on net, which has led to 15, 25.9, and almost 30 DraftKings points so far far in this series. And now we're going to get into some of the value plays that I really like here tonight, especially in the 4K range. Some really good value across the board in general at the forward position. First guy that I got there, though, in the 4K range is Jesper Bratt. And honestly, it's probably worth talking about that entire first line for the New Jersey Devils. Look, I really like Igor Shesterkin here tonight. I do think the Rangers get a win. But let's talk about how well this first line of Hischier, Meier, and Bratt have played together. So far in the playoffs, they actually lead all lines out of 66 and expected goals per 60 minutes. Actually quite dominating when they're playing 5-on-5. But again, I foresee the Rangers winning here tonight. I do, however, think that first line for the Devils is a really solid contrarian play on the tournament side of things. And then we got the difference maker there in Ryan O'Reilly, and I truly believe that for this Toronto Maple Leafs team. He's such a great shutdown center, plays on that third line, can win big faceoffs, and has been playing on the #1 power play here so far as well. He actually leads this Leafs team in expected goals so far through 3 games, where he's put up 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 points. At $4,600, you can see there off to the right-hand side, putting up some really solid DraftKings numbers, 10, 17, and 33 DraftKings points so far in 3 games against the Lightning. Not bad at all for a guy priced in the mid-4K range. And then another solid opportunity play here in the 4K range is Chandler Stevenson of the Vegas Golden Knights. Yeah, just like Ryan O'Reilly, he plays down on the third line, but he also plays up on the #1 power play. He's also playing with Mark Stone on that third line right now as well, so he's logging really big minutes 5-on-5. And you can see here, for a guy priced in the 4K range, we can ignore that first game when he put up 0 DraftKings points, but 15 and 19.5. Not bad at all for a guy priced right at $4,000. Now, moving over here to the defensemen, pretty much the same approach here tonight again, targeting guys who play 20-plus minutes and get time on their team's power play, whether it be the first or second. We'll see Adam Fox of the Rangers, Mikhail Sergachev of the Lightning, and Morgan Rielly of the Maple Leafs all play on the #1 power play. Byram here of the Colorado Avalanche is the only guy that I got on the spreadsheet that plays on his team's second power play, but I really like the way he shot the puck in this series against the Kraken. He's got 19 shot attempts and 15 shots on net, which is second on this Avalanche team just behind Nathan MacKinnon, who's got 20 shots on net. So while he's not correlated with MacKinnon or Rantanen on that #1 power play, he's still going to play big minutes, has some really nice offensive upside, and he still correlates with guys like Evan Rodriguez on that #2 power play. But again, 4 guys here who I really like the price, I like the opportunity, and the minutes that they play. And then I got a couple of goaltenders there for you, a little higher priced and mid-priced options, starting with Igor Shesterkin of the New York Rangers. My favorite goalie play on this 4-game slate here tonight. I've mentioned this throughout the last week. He was fantastic in his last 15 starts during the regular season, and that's carried over here to the playoffs as well. Yeah, he lost last game, but only gave up 2 goals and has truly looked elite in this series so far. And then Connor Hellebuck, this is a boom-bust tournament-only play for me, but this seems like a must-win game tonight for the Winnipeg Jets, playing at home here, and he has seen 39 and 48 shots go his way in the last 2 games, so he's certainly capable of having 35-plus saves in this game, getting you that 3-point DraftKings bonus. And as always, going to wrap up the spreadsheet here with 3 low-priced options or sub-4K forward plays. First guy I got there is William Karlsson of the Vegas Golden Knights, plays on the second line in #2 power play, has been very solid in this series against the Winnipeg Jets, where he's put up 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points in 3 games. He also leads this Vegas team in expected goals through 3 games as well. Now on the other side of that game, I got Adam Lowry of the Winnipeg Jets, plays on the third line in #2 power play. He's been fantastic in this series so far, scoring in all 3 games, hitting 14.3, 21.2, and damn near 23 DraftKings points, crushing value at his current price. And then Corey Perry, another boom-bust type of play here, plays on the fourth line in #2 power play for the Tampa Bay Lightning, but he's made his presence felt in this series so far against the Toronto Maple Leafs with 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 points, hitting 5, 14.3, and 35 DraftKings points. And then to wrap up this video here, want to talk a little prize picks with you guys, and I got 2 that are sticking out to me here right away today. 2 teams that are down 2-1, playing a little desperate at home tonight with the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Winnipeg Jets. I just like the way that these 2 have played so far in their series as well. Brain Point over 2.5 shots on net. Kyle Connor over 3.5 shots on net. Both these guys sitting at around minus 125 on the sports books right now, so these were my favorite two plays. I'll still type these up, put them in a comment below on this video, and I'll pin that comment too. And then stay tuned for some secondary plays today that I'll post in my Discord. Again, if you want to join that, there's a link to do so in the description below. Now, for those of you who have not signed up for Prizepicks yet, but you want to get in on this action, I got a promo code that you should definitely take advantage of. When you're signing up, use my promo code GRIFF. GRIFF, and Prizepicks is going to give you all the way up to a $100 match deposit. You don't have to put $100 in either. If you want to put in $50, they'll match $50. You want to put in $10, they will match that $10. Again, as long as you're using my promo code GRIFF, GRIFF, they'll match anything all the way up to $100. Alright everyone, that's going to wrap up this video here for today. As always, thank y'all for taking the time out of your day to watch the content here on this channel. If you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate that. Let's have ourselves a great day here, folks. Let's win some money on this 4-game slate. In the meantime, I'm out of here.